everyone. I'm Laura Dorsey, and I'm with Infinite Scholars. Infinite Scholars does one thing and one thing well. We help send students to college. We do that with our network of 400 to 500 different colleges and universities that help us out with this particular process. One of the main things that we do, though, is that we facilitate scholarship fairs. We do scholarship fairs in 27 cities across the country. And at the scholarship fairs, between 50 and 100 of our closest partners actually attend the scholarship fair with us. Somebody that is at every single scholarship fair that we have since the beginning, since I've been involved, has been the University of Missouri St. Louis, often referred to as UMSL. I'm going to tell you a little bit about them and then turn it over to let them give you the details. UMSL is located in St. Louis, Missouri, and approximately 5 minutes east of Lambert Airport. It is the largest public university in Missouri with approximately 16,500 students coming from 49 states and 78 countries. In addition, 25% of these students identify as underrepresented. With over 50 degree programs, UMSL truly has something for everyone. Some of their popular degree programs are cybersecurity, nursing, biochemistry, biotechnology, business administration, and criminology and criminal justice. Speaking of which, UMSL's criminology and criminal justice program is ranked number 5 in the nation. The International Business Program has been ranked top 25 for the last 18 years. And UMSL graduates have the largest alum base in the city of St. Louis than any other university. Today, in order to give us all the details on UMSL and tell us everything that we need to know, is the Associate Director of Admissions, Ms. Valerie Reynolds. Valerie, thank you so much for being here with us today. Again, like I said, you're one of our premier supporters, and we appreciate all the time and effort that you're taking today to help us out.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here today to share a little bit about UMSL with students who are interested. So first of all, I just want to say welcome to everyone, and thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit more about UMSL today. I hope after you hear my presentation, you take the time to come and visit our campus and eventually choose UMSL. One thing that makes UMSL a little unique is we are only 57 years old. So we are a young university. You will hear a lot of universities that are 100 years old, and we are young, but we are large. We have tons of beautiful space, a green space, bike trails, sports fields on our campus. And then we also have a strong student body population. Even though we are a large university, our average class size is 27. And our student-to-faculty ratio is 18:1. So it's a large university with a small campus feel. Our average ACT score for our incoming freshmen is 24.25, and our average freshman GPA is a 3.45. One thing I want to say is even if you don't meet those marks does not mean you will not be admissible to UMSL. We look at every student individually, and so I definitely encourage you to apply if you're interested in UMSL. 94% of our students have jobs within 6 months of graduating, or they are going on to graduate school. That is a huge, big deal for us. And the average starting salary for UMSL graduates is $44,100. We mentioned some of the points of pride earlier in this. Dr. Dorsey mentioned those earlier in this presentation, but we offer a guaranteed clinical nursing spot for incoming freshmen with 3.0 and 24 on the ACT. So what that means is you will get started on your nursing degree program right away with that hands-on experience, and you will definitely be ready to go into the field once you complete the nursing program here at UMSL. We certify the most teachers in the state of Missouri, so what's really cool and fun, if you go to school and you ask your teachers where they went to college at, I guarantee you there will be a number of them that say they graduated from UMSL. We also offer a joint engineering degree program with WashU in civil, electrical, and mechanical engineering. So the cool thing about that is if you're interested in engineering, you can pay UMSL prices for that entire degree. You will start off at UMSL taking your general education courses, which means you'll be at UMSL for your math and your science. And then when you get into the engineering specific courses, you will continue on at Washington University, but we will not raise that rate. You will continue with the UMSL set prices, which is pretty cool. Offering more than 50 majors, we have a partnership and a fast track program with College of Veterinary Medicine, WashU Occupational Therapy, and UMKC's Medicine. So what that really means, if you're interested in the veterinarian program, it usually takes about 8 years, but you would do 3 years at UMSL. You will transfer to the College, Mizzou, and you will do 4 years there. So instead of the 8 years, you will do a 7-year program, and once again, you will continue to pay UMSL prices. We also offer study abroad opportunities with more than 40 countries and $100,000 in scholarships. I know you're probably not thinking about that right now, but college is the best time to study abroad. The fee is not going to cost you as much. You get to go with your friends in college. It's all planned out for you. It's safe. So if you're not considering studying abroad quite yet, I think once you get to UMSL, you definitely want to explore that opportunity. We also offer research for undergraduates, which is also a huge big deal. So if you're interested in research, you would just come in and start working with your professors right away, and we'll make sure to pair you up with the research opportunity best for you. One thing we're really huge about, so college is not just about academics to us, it's truly about the whole person. So we want you to be healthy, we want you to be mentally healthy, physically healthy, which means we have tons of things tons of things for you to do once you are there. We have our health and wellness and counseling all free. So if you need to speak to someone just for counseling purposes, and maybe your anxiety is kicking in, or you really just need to vent, that's all free to you. We offer the tutoring services. There's a multicultural center that also offers mentoring, academic coaching. We have our disability services, our academic advising, the list goes on and on. Also, we have our Triton Pantry for students who might not have enough to eat right then. I always say if you do not succeed at UMSL, it's truly because you chose not to succeed at UMSL. We have so many things in place to make sure that our students are successful, that it is truly, if you don't get through UMSL, I'm going to say that's on you. Campus living is pretty cool on UMSL. So we have our res halls, which is the dorms. One thing that makes us a little bit different as well with our dorms is everyone has their own bedroom. So if you are an early riser and you don't have to worry about a roommate who likes to sleep in late, vice versa, you do share a bedroom with 3 other suite mates, but you will have your own, you share a bathroom with 3 other suite mates, but you will have your own bedroom. And our dorms have a heated pool. So I will guarantee you no other school you look at will have a heated pool in their dorm area. And we also offer apartments. So apartments are for families. So if you come with a family, you are more than welcome to stay in our apartments. They are furnished and unfurnished. The apartments are pet friendly. And then also all of our apartments have shuttle stops on campus. So they're really close to campus. You can walk to campus from the apartments, but if it's raining or it's really cold, the UMSL shuttle will come through the apartment complex and pick you up and drop you off to class. One thing I'm sure everyone is going to tell you, that in order to make college work for you, you have to get involved. I will say I loved high school, so I'm one of those people who love my high school experience, but it had nothing on my college experience. College was just an awesome experience, but you have to make that work for you. So some things that that you can get involved with at UMSL is we have a Mirth Day Festival, which is basically a cool name for a carnival. We have fraternities and sororities. We have student organizations for everyone. If there's a student organization that you want to start that we do not have, so say you want to start a frog club, but we don't have that, then you are more than welcome to get a group of friends and you guys can start a frog club. So if there's something you can't find, you can definitely create it. We celebrate diversity. It's one of the most diverse universities in the state of Missouri. So we definitely honor that and we appreciate that. And we will take days off of school to do community service. We are right here in the heart of St. Louis, and we are huge on community service. So not just the students, but faculty and staff will also take days off to participate in community service around the St. Louis metro area. When I was kind of talking to you a little bit more about just being healthy. We have our student rec center, which is new. It's a 10,000 square feet of fitness. They have rock climbing. There's a zip line in there, basketball courts, indoor track and field. You can also take a show, attend a show at the Two Hill Performing Arts Theater. That's like my second home. I go over there all the time to just look at plays. A lot of them are UMSL sponsored, but then some of them are from outside sponsored as well. So there's concerts, shows, pretty much something for everyone. I take my parents there often as well. And then we also have, we're a Division II athletics team. So if you are interested in sports and Division II means you would qualify for a scholarship, then we definitely encourage you to reach out to us and your admissions reps or the coaches, and we can kind of walk you through that process in regards to sports. And if you don't play sports, then definitely join us at the games. Student success is huge. So the goal for every student who attends college is to graduate. We have a career service center in place to make sure that happens for you. So if you are, new to this and this is all new to you and you don't know how to put together a resume, you do not know how to go about your interviews, we have an entire team here at UMSL that will help you with that. So when it gets to that point, they will do mock interviews with you. They will talk to you about how to dress for an interview. We have internships and jobs that you can learn about through our career fairs. A part of your graduation requirement at UMSL is to do an internship. We encourage every student to have an internship, and that's just part of your graduation requirement, but you're not out there on your own. We do have an entire team as well that will help you find an internship. There's over 400 businesses and organizations that we connect with UMSL for those career fairs. So you will definitely be able to network and meet people who will make your next steps successful. If you're not familiar with St. Louis, there's so much to do in St. Louis. We have been given awards for our zoo, for our Fox Theater, for having the best parks. Our sports teams are huge here. And one cool thing is every student gets a free Metro pass. So if you don't have a car, that's quite all right. You can take the Metro with a group of friends, go downtown. You can go to the Loop, just enjoy St. Louis. It's safe, and then come right on back to campus with that Metro pass. So to sum it all up for you, we are going to play a short video. And then if you have any questions, I would definitely encourage you to reach out to us at UMSL.
The University of Missouri St. Louis. At UMSL, we collaborate. We compete. We create. We engage. We debate. We excite. We live. At UMSL, we care. We give back. We open doors to opportunity, and when we face adversity, we work harder. And we play hard too. At UMSL, we better ourselves. We better each other. We prove that diversity matters, that cooperation is a must. We stand together and proudly shout, "We chose UMSL!" Because like those before us, we chose the University of Missouri St. Louis.
So if you have any questions for us, we definitely encourage you to reach out. We get your phones out, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. You can reach us at umsladmissions@umsl.edu, or you can call us at 314-516-5451. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope that you choose UMSL.
Okay, great. You provided us a wealth of information about UMSL and a lot of things that we didn't already know. I just got a couple of follow-up questions that I wanted to have to give more detail. You talked about the ability to study abroad, okay, and we know that your students come from all different countries. Where are some of the places that students actually study abroad that are part of your system?
So they study abroad in China. We have India, Hong Kong, They have gone to South Africa. So it just depends on what they are interested in. One thing I will say is if UMSL does not provide a place that they're interested in studying abroad, then we do also have partnerships with some of the local colleges as well. So they will be able to team up with some of the local area colleges to have that study abroad opportunity. If they're not wanting to go for a full semester, they do not have to go for a full semester. They can go as little as spring break, winter break, summer break, and not necessarily have to stay over there for months at a time. So we really tailor it to the students and what they prefer.
Okay. Okay. When we talk about the students that study abroad, one of the things that you also talked about was internships and how extensive you all do internships. Is there a possibility you can tell us some of the places where internships are done, some of the companies that you work with?
Well, of course, Express Scripts is right there on our campus. So Express Scripts, Monsanto, Budweiser, or Anheuser-Busch, the zoo. So they try to tailor your internship to what you're interested in. So actually, we just had a student who was interested in admissions. So he wanted to work for admissions. So he actually had his internship with us in the UMSL admissions office. So if you want to stay in higher education, then that's also an internship opportunity that we offer.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Perfect. I wanted you to speak to again, I know you talked about the ACT requirements to be able to get in, and you said, hey, don't worry about that. We look at you as a whole. So could you talk about a little bit about that again? What if a student is like right there, not quite there, or what if a student applied and says, hey, I want to take the test again or whatever? Do we have special accommodations for students at that caliber?
Right, so we do. So we definitely, if a student decides to take the test again, we will reevaluate. We will continue to evaluate them based on their test score. We are going to super score for the ACT as well. So we'll take the higher scores in each of the categories to add those up to get the best ACT for a student. We also, if a student just bombs on the ACT, so maybe they're just not the best test taker, we will look at their GPA, the classes they've taken in high school. We reach out to their high school counselors, especially, we really try to get to know our students prior to them coming to UMSL. So we'll reach out to the counselor to get feedback as well as provide our own feedback. So sometimes there's a student that will be just amazing at UMSL, but they may not have done that great on the ACT. And I just don't want those students to feel discouraged and feel like they don't have a chance to get into UMSL.
Okay. One of the things that is was important in my household when my daughter was going to school was the ROTC program. I have a daughter that's retired military. So, and that made a lot of a difference for us. Is the ROTC program available at UMSL?
It is. So there is a ROTC program available at UMSL. We have an entire office dedicated to that. So we will work with them through the admissions process just to make sure that the student, they kind of handhold the students, themselves, but we work with them just to make sure that the students have everything in, they're admissible. We we work together collaboratively right away, just to make sure that the student has everything in order once they begin classes at UMSL.
Good. You talk about hand-holding students. You have a large number of your students who are first-generation students and their parents. Is there someone that is assigned to the student when they apply for them and their parent to help walk them through the process? A parent is probably not familiar with what it takes to go to college. It helps them with not only applying for scholarships that you have, but additional scholarships. Is there somebody to help walk them through that process, show them how to read their statements?
Yeah, so really it's actually, I will say it's really our entire office. Simply because we have a lot of first gen students that attend UMSL. Me for one, I love working with the parents. I mean, even though I was a parent that had a kid in college, so I know how it is. So I love working with the parents and helping them as well. But we connect them with someone in financial aid. So not just their admissions rep, but with us, our financial aid, our multicultural student center. So it's really, we take the all hands on deck approach with not just but any student as well. And it's kind of cute, but you always see students at UMSL who will be there once they're a student, there with their little sister or brother, having lunch. And so we really are a family-friendly campus. And I think it's so cute. So I always stop to talk to those students as well. But yes, we are there to help the parents, the mom, dad, grandparents, whoever through the process, as well as assist the student.
One of the things that I saw that you have a lot of different services to help the students through that first year. And like you said, sometimes if you just need somebody to talk to, is there someone that the student is assigned that's going to help track their academic progress to, somebody that will remind them, hey, they're like 18 years old. It's time for you to re-register for class, or better yet, you've been floundering in this major for a while. Maybe it's time to take an assessment to come up with something else. Is there someone that's guiding their academics too?
Right. So it is the academic advisors that are guiding them kind of like through the traditional process. But with the resources that we have on campus, and I was talking about the academic coaches and the success coaches, they are also kind of a second layer to that. And we're available as well. So even though they're finished with us and they started class and, we're the admissions team, it's funny how many students come back and sit down and plop down in our office and, just ask us questions to continue to help them navigate through their college process. And we are there to continue to help them, but there's also tons of resources on campus and people that will help them know when it's time to register, know when it's time to submit your FAFSA again, know if something's wrong with your FAFSA and we need, X, Y, and Z. It's really, even though we're large, we take a small school approach.
Okay. Valerie, thank you so much for providing us all of this information about UMSL. Is there one other thing that you want to say to wrap this up? And do you want to probably give the information again where they can actually reach you?
Yeah, so I will give the information again. And one thing I will say too is even though I know a lot of students say they want to get away from home or leave home, you can still stay. You do not have to you can be from St. Louis and still take advantage of our apartments and our residence halls. So you can still live on campus. You're still going to save money by being right here in St. Louis. But if you really want just that full feel of college life, we encourage students to live in the res halls, live in the apartments, live on campus, but you can still save money by going to UMSL because we're just, we're public university and we're affordable. So with any questions, they can contact us at umsladmissions@umsl.edu, or they can call our admissions office at 314-516-5451. And we just hope that everyone chooses UMSL.
Okay. All right, Valerie, thank you so much.
Thank you.